This segment of the OJ Today is brought to you by Jostens. Jostens is the official award and ring supplier to the OJHL. Hey, welcome back, everyone. This week's OJ Alumni interview features one of the top defensemen to come out of the league over the past few seasons, and he was a guy who could put up some serious points.
And Maziarz picks it up and brings it out for the Rangers. Maziarz is going to go for a skate. Why not? Shoots a goal, he scores! Over the glove of Timpano into the top corner, and it's 2-0 North York.
Joey Maziarz had 3 full seasons in the OJHL with North York after playing 4 games as an AP with Orangeville. He was named the league's top defenseman his final year, earned an NCAA scholarship to Mercyhurst University, and he joins us now. Joey, thank you so much for taking the time, man. How are you doing?
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for having me on.
So I'll just point out, you would normally be in Erie, Pennsylvania at Mercyhurst University right now, but today you're joining us from your home in Waterloo. Why? Update us on what's going on.
Yeah, so actually right now I'm just going through a little bit of an injury right now. It's unfortunate, but you know, it's part of hockey and everyone goes through it. But I'm on a good path and hopefully I'll be back there soon.
Yeah, you must be just chomping at the bit to get back out there. And it's now your 3rd season at Mercyhurst University. And you stepped right into the lineup as a freshman right out of the OJHL. You made a big impact. You got lots of minutes. Just talk about your experience at the school so far and what it's been like.
Yeah, you know, so far, I mean, I'm 2 and a bit years in there. It's been awesome for me. I think that working with Jeff Schmogi in the OJHL really prepared me for everything. With Mercyhurst, I think the coaching styles are pretty similar. And you know, honestly, it's if you really take the time to kind of get through the schoolwork and work your way towards kind of that side of being a student athlete, everything else is kind of the fun part, right? So head to the rink every day, kind of do your thing. And obviously the teams we've had with Mercyhurst the last 2 years have been kind of younger developing teams, and we haven't done as great as maybe we would have hoped. But at the same time, I think for all the players on the team, we've really learned a lot. And the next 2 seasons here, for me anyways, will be, I think, pretty exciting.
Oh, you mentioned Coach Jeff Schmogi and the Rangers there. You spent 3 seasons with the organization, and your final year in the OJHL, of course, as I mentioned before, you were named the league's top defenseman. Talk about your time with the Rangers in the OJHL and how it prepared you for your hockey career.
Yeah, well, like I said, I think a lot of guys kind of have their own roots in that to college hockey, and I think the position I was in with North York and Jeff Schmogi being the knowledgeable guy that he is really kind of helped me navigate my way through that point in my career. Ultimately, North York, I mean, I can't say enough about the guys in the dressing room we had. 3 full years there, saw a lot of different guys kind of come through and play with us there at North York. But ultimately, I think that the culture we kind of had and cultivated over the 3 years kind of really contributed to the person and player that I am today.
Well, in 2018-19, your last season, you were part of that powerful North York Rangers team. You guys made it all the way to the conference final before being upset by the Wellington Dukes in an epic 7-game series. Not trying to rub salt in the wound, Joey, but just talk about that fantastic Rangers team and that season you guys had.
Yeah, so that whole year was a ride. We knew we were going to be good. The year before, we were really solid too. So we were kind of, I remember coming into the year thinking, I think this could go 2 ways. I think we could maybe take a step back after that kind of big season the year before in terms of how well we did in the regular season. And I think that Claude, our general manager, really kind of pushed with the players we had and decided that we're going to go for it again. And I'm really glad he did, because we actually broke the record that we had broken the year before for most wins in a regular season for North York. And so we were pretty well built to kind of go far. And I think that coming into that Wellington series, we battled back to Game 7, and I thought, you know, we had the momentum going into it. We were at home. Yeah, they just kind of took it to us early in the series, and we had a hard time kind of closing it out after that.
Joey, unfortunately, we're out of time. We got to wrap it up. But thank you so much for taking the time. Glad to hear that you're on the mend and you'll be back out on the ice soon. Take care, man.
I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot for having me on.